Alright guys, since I'm not going to be able to be here today, I wanted to review the 3 different forms with you, just so that way you were able to complete your examples on your own. The first form we have is slope-intercept form. Guys, we've done this several times. Yo mama's ex-boyfriend, y equals mx plus b. To write an equation in slope-intercept form, you need the m, which is the slope, and the b, which is the y-intercept. This is just like what we did on Thursday and Friday. Like we said, m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. Write an equation in slope-intercept form anytime you're given the slope and the y-intercept. So that's the first form. Today we're going to talk about a new form, which is point-slope form. This is on your formula cards if you still have your salmon sheets. If not, we're going to go over it right now. The formula is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We've seen all of these parts before. x1 and y1 come from a point. So anytime we're given a point, we can get those values. M is the same as above, which is the slope. So to write an equation in point-slope form, you need the slope and a point. So a point and the slope. Sorry about band playing, they're preparing for the game tonight. So to write an equation in point-slope form, anytime you're given 2 points, or if they're giving you a point and slope. The last form we're talking about, which we won't practice today, we'll wait until tomorrow when I'm back, is standard form. ax plus by equals c. In standard form, a, b, and c must be whole numbers. Whole numbers just mean they're not fractions. We don't have 2/3, we don't have 1/2. They have to be whole numbers. A must also be positive. We can't start with a negative number. Guys, typically we don't write an equation in standard form unless we have a real-world example. Like I said, we're not going to deal with those today. We'll get more into those tomorrow when I get back. So let's practice a problem in each of the different forms. First problem, write the equation of a line that has a slope of -1/2 and a y-intercept of 3. Slope is our m, the y-intercept is our b. We plug it into our form, y equals mx plus b. So we take y equals, our m is -1/2, x, and our b is 3. I'm going to leave number 2 for you to do on your own. So let's just jump down to number 3. Write the equation of a line that passes through the point -15, 2 and has a slope of 3/5. Okay, so looking at our blue sheet, they're giving us a point and a slope. Which form do we use when they're giving us a point and a slope? Guys, math people are super creative. A point and a slope, we're going to use, you guessed it, point-slope form. So we're using the formula y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Here's our point. This is our x1, y1. Here's the slope. This is our m. All we have to do is plug it in to our formula. Easiest way I like to think about it is we're switching the signs of our point. That's what this minus sign for each of those does. So we have y minus, the y1 is 2, equals m is 3/5, parentheses x minus, our x1 is a -15, so it becomes a +15. You change the signs of your point. Looking at this one, it's a -2 with the y, which over here was a +2, and it's a +15 with the x, which is a -15 for the x. So I'll leave number 4 for you to try to do on your own. Number 5, write the equation of the line that passes through the point 6, 5 and -1, -9. Here they're giving us 2 points. Going back to our blue sheet, anytime they're giving us 2 points, we're going to use point-slope form. To be able to use point-slope form, we need a point and we need a slope. We have 2 points. We can choose whichever one we want, but we don't have the slope. So we have to find the slope. We can use our slope formula, or I like putting them in a table. X, Y. We have the point 6, 5, and we have -1, -9. So we need delta Y over delta X. Change in Y over the change in X. To get from 5 to -9, I'm going to be subtracting 14. To get from 6 to -1, I'm subtracting 7. Okay, which one's going to go on top? Think about it. Think about it. Change in Y. So we're going to have -14 over a -7. That reduces to -2. This is our M. Here's a point. I like positive numbers, so x1, y1. I'm using my formula, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So plugging in, we've got y minus, what's my y1? 5 equals, what's my m? -2, parentheses x minus, what's my x1? 6. And that's it. So you're going to complete number 6, first finding the slope, and then using one of the points. Looking at the points on number 6, guys, I would use the second point as my x1, y1, because I like positive numbers. If you want to use the first point, you can. It honestly doesn't matter. I'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you're able to figure out the remaining 3 questions. Miss you guys.